Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm the K-pop mailman, and this is a piggyback video off of the last video, and we're going to be doing an album listen for Enhypen's newest album, their special album, special release for Dark Moon Memorabilia. So this album does have basically all songs related to Dark Moon saga that we're currently in. So the track list does have songs we've already heard. So we do have One in a Billion. We have Criminal Love, Fatal Trouble, which is the video that I've already put out, which I really, really loved. Those three have been just amazing, those songs. So now we have Teeth, Lucifer, and Scream that we're going to be listening to right here in this little album list. All three of these songs are longer than 3 minutes. Okay. Our title tracks Enhypen can't be longer than 3 minutes. It's not Enhypen's fault. This is Hype's fault. I'm talking to Hype right now. Our title tracks can't be longer than 3 minutes, but for these Dark Moon songs, we can. Okay. I don't like when they force the songs to be longer than 3 minutes. That's not what I'm saying. But we all know there's been plenty of their songs in the past that were like, there's no reason we couldn't have had a bridge. And this would have just been even more immaculate than it already is. So that's just what I'm thinking after seeing that. All right, so we won't be listening to One in a Billion, Criminal Love, or Fatal Trouble because we've listened to all of those before. And so we're going to be starting off with Teeth. And hopefully this video gets out to you guys because album listens don't go over well on YouTube typically because they need to be chopped up like crazy or else they get blocked. So we'll see what happens. All right, Teeth. This is playful. Like a banjo in the back? 100%. That's like a mixed up and Karma vibe with very retro randomly. That retro-y sound there. This is fun. Very different for them. Nice little build here. Very gradual. Ooh la la la, is that what I said? This banjo is taking me out. I'm not crazy, right? Y'all hear that? I'm slowing it down now. The beats per minute is like really dropped. Wish the build would have been longer. So like we got really low, beats per minute really slowed down, and then we came back up really quick. It was like a very swift uptick. I wish it would have built. This is the weirdest song they've ever made in the best possible way, like 100%. So interesting. That was fun. That was so fun. as you guys know, Enhypen's my group. Like, I love every single thing they put out, but that was probably one of the funnest tracks that we've had in a while for me. Like, I don't know, it made me move, made me just kind of like very, a lot of facial expression, just like, and I like that. I want music. I love art drawing that out of me. Anything like that. Okay, so Lucifer. This one has been highly recommended by my girl Monty. She she's biased though because she's a huge shiny stan. So we're kind of definitely piggybacking off the teeth there. Violin? Wow.
I love it, I love it.
Oh yes, that pullback of vocals. It's like it's sucking it out, the air.
I love it like no, I can't live without you. 그런 나의 널 빼앗아갔어. Oh my, they will never get it. Oh my, they will
Okay.
never make it. No lie.
Is that Sunghoon?
Lose control. 홀로 남겨진 난 타오르는 Lucifer은 너의 volcano. 제발 삼켜.
Okay.
날 빼앗긴 난 끔찍한 괴물이 되어가.
Oh yeah. Ooh. More vocals. Okay, I thought we were gonna do some more like ad libs. What an experiment this album is. The second half of this album.
Oh my, they'll never get it. Oh my, they'll never make it. No lie. 악마 같은 날, no one can control.
Wonder if we're gonna get a grand finale chorus. Feels like a song that could definitely have one.
감을수록 선명한 fire 날려버린 이성 너머는 gunshot. Do what I gotta do to be together. 태워진 아낌없이 don't matter.
A J? I forgot these are subunits. That was so good. I totally forgot, like until just now, that this second half of this album is all subunit. If I remember correctly, if I think. let me look real quick. So Teeth was Jungwon. He sung Sunu and Nikki. That's not a surprise. I definitely heard he sung a Nikki in that song, like very obviously. And then this is Lucifer, which was Jake, Jay, and Sunghoon. So our was that O2 line, right? All right, so this is Scream, the last one. So this one should be everybody from what I'm seeing on this. I just pulled up the like track list when they dropped that. So Scream should be the whole group. Okay, just to touch on it, guys, make sure if you're not already, which I'm sure you are, go support the actual album. Make sure you're listening to these tracks, streaming them, and stuff like that. Because if you're listening to it with me, you need to listen to it over there too, so that we capture that stream. That's one reason they don't like YouTube album reactions, and that's why they typically like block them, is because it hurts them. They want those streams. So please go do that. But this has been such a experimental album, would be the best way to put it. I think this is very new sounds for them. So you look at like One in a Billion, you look at Criminal Love and Fatal Trouble, they all fit. They're Enhypen, like they're very Enhypen, and maybe it's not their title tracks from their full length albums and stuff like that, which are they're just as amazing, but on a different like level. But this last part here so far with Teeth and Lucifer, and obviously I'm assuming Scream, it's just been a very big departure from their typical thing, and very experimental, and I'm living for it. I love that. I kind of feel like we've gotten into this area lately where we've really been putting out stuff that's more like hits focused, and not as much like letting the boys just kind of like vibe and run away with the music. So talked about that plenty of times before. You guys are probably sick of hearing it, but until it changes, and it kind of is right here, I'm not gonna stop talking about it. So Scream by Enhypen. Let's get it. Surfer-ish kind of guitar, like a tame dash. Good way to end the album, I think. This is so like beach surfer vibes. Good way to bring the album back up on the exit. This one really makes you move. Bridge time, baby. Come on, it had to be. That's Jake. Okay. Man, I wish I need to. I need to buy this. I wonder, is this going to be out? Like, this just came out yesterday. I wonder if I go to. I'm going to go to Walmart today. I wonder if it's going to be there because my Walmart, they carry a lot of K-pop now. Every release, we always have it. So I know this is a special album, so that's why I'm worried. And I know they had a bunch of different types you could get. And I try not to order through Weavers anymore. It's too expensive and it takes forever for me to get my stuff. Um, and I just don't buy albums anymore. It's something I've slowed down on because I've been spending money in another area, my other hobby, trading cards, sporting cards. Link in the description to that channel if you guys are interested in that type of thing. Um, but I definitely want to pick this up. I always pick up Enhypen's albums. I'm not going to buy all of them like I used to. I just can't. This is too expensive. So I will pick it up because I have to have their albums. And this one might be a hot take, but this one's better than Orange Blood, 100% to me. Not even a question. It's like not even close. Uh, I've been pretty honest about the fact that Orange Blood was. I mean, I talked about it on Twitter. Or I think I brought it up in videos. It was not my favorite album. It's just a weaker one to me. And it's not like it's terrible or anything like that. It's just not what, and it's kind of a departure from stuff they've done in the past. So maybe that's it. But like, and I don't by any means want them to ever not try new things. Always do that. But and I'm always going to show up. I'm going to listen to it. I still listen to the album every once in a while. It's just not one that I listen to as much as some of the ones in our past. You know, the Dimension Dilemma era. You know, Manifesto, Border, stuff like that. I just listen to those way more. I think the songs were just much more for me. But for this obviously three of these songs or two of them we had already had, and now we got Fatal Trouble with this one. I just overall the rest of this album was just so good. Very experimental, very new sound for them. Um, and it just worked. It worked. And I think, like I said, to me, it felt more them. It felt more authentically them instead of like, because we all know in K-pop, and not even just K-pop. Let's just be honest here. In music nowadays, there's a lot of producers behind the music. It's not just the group itself. The boys try and put their spin on things, help write, help produce, all of that. They've been working effortlessly behind the scenes to be a more of a part of their albums, but they have someone to answer to, and that's Hybe and B Lift, and they get the final say. So if what they come to them with isn't what they want, then they're just going to shoot it down. It's not going to be put into the album. Um, and I know they've been trying to be more active. And we see every once in a while little songs here and there. I mean, I don't know that any of these. I didn't feel like I saw any yet. I don't think any of these had the boys hand in them. Um, but I just feel like it felt more them. Like I just saw them, like I said in my last video, I just saw them on the Fate Plus tour for the second time. And like it was so amazing. I love seeing them live. I will never not see them live. Anytime they tour, I will go. And I have. So when certain songs, especially when they're singing, it just feels so much more like them. I don't know. That's just the only way I can describe it. It feels more authentic. And like this album really fits there. So like I can see this plain as day, them performing, these new songs on the tour and it being just like euphoric, watching them just be themselves, you know, be able to vocally kind of play. There's a lot more ad libs in these. There's a lot more, like I said with Fatal Trouble, the call and echo stuff. It's a lot more playful. There's just a lot more moving parts. It's not so almost simplistic to an extent. And I'm saying that as someone who's never created music from bottom to top. So I know it's not easy, and I know it is very not simplistic and it is complex. But to an extent, some of the stuff like Sweet Venom, which I've said before, I like the song. I listened to the song. I screamed the lyrics while I was at the concert. It's still very minimalistic, and it's just very hit. It's very basic, and they wanted it to be a hit. Like that's my opinion. But with this stuff, there's just so much more to it. There's a lot more working parts. I enjoy that. I think the boys enjoy that. It's not so plain. and they can do what they love to do, and that is be an artist, and like vocally and with dancing and all of it, and really just put their whole selves and emotion into it. And I think you hear that when you listen to the album. So that's why I do think this one is one of the better albums we've had recently. I definitely prefer this over Orange Blood. Favorite song. We're gonna ignore One in a Billion and Criminal Love because both of those are already amazing. We know that. Like I can't. We're not gonna talk about those ones. Fatal Trouble. Scream was good, but it wasn't my favorite. I can tell you that. I liked it. It made me move. It's just not a song that I'm gonna gravitate to, style wise. Fatal Trouble is so good. That Call and Echo, I still hear it in my head. Heath was solid, but Lucifer. You might be right, Monica. Lucifer might be the one. I think it's between Lucifer and Fatal Trouble, and Teeth is like right there, nipping at their heels, and Scream would be after that, and then One in a Billion and Criminal Love I wouldn't put into the tier listing because we've had those songs. These are the new ones. Those are the ones I was ranking. So this album though, amazing, one of their best, 100%. Super happy with it. Curious though if anybody knows. I know that we months ago had I try to stay caught up with stuff, but I definitely do not get everything information wise. I know months ago they had been saying they were working on something. I'd assume this was what they were talking about. So doubt we have another comeback for maybe one at the end of the year, probably. Knowing them, because they need to finish their tour. Like they're doing too much. I love them, but I don't want them to wear themselves out. So let me know if you know. I would assume this was the album and stuff that they were talking about, which is fine because I can live on this for a while because this is good. Let me know down in the comments, guys. What was your kind of like favorite track? Do you have a ranking, anything like that? Do you prefer this album to some of their other albums? What are your thoughts? I love talking to you about this stuff in the comments. I don't know how many times I can say it, but that's like my favorite part. I do these videos really for me as a video diary, but the other side of it to interact with you guys. Views are cool and everything, but I like to talk to you. Like that's my favorite part. I like to see a notification saying somebody commented and I can come talk to you guys. If you look at my other videos, I'm pretty active. I will either like or comment on everything I get. Why? Because I enjoy it. It's my favorite part. So if you guys would, I'd appreciate you commenting down below. Let me know what your favorite track was. If you did like the video, give me a thumbs up. That's awesome. It helps get the video out to more people when it has activity. And then subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I watch and listen to a lot of K-pop, a lot of groups. It's hard because I'm 33 now. Man, I'm old. And I have a daughter who's about to be 10, very active. And my job, and like it's just hard for me to sit down and do this. And I also have another channel where I open cards because that's my other favorite hobby. So it's hard for me to get to everything, but I will always make time for Enhypen 100%. Sorry this got out to you guys a little late. I worked yesterday, had all kinds of other stuff on my plate. So really appreciate you guys giving me your time, and I will see you guys in the next video.